What's up everybody, it's RobinGaming here. The PlayStation 4 has been out for a couple of months now, and there's already some great games to play, but everyone knows that it's only just the beginning. The next 2 years already seem very promising, with some killer titles that have been announced, looking to bring gaming to an even higher level. Please understand that the following list of games is in my personal opinion, with honorable mentions going to Kingdom Hearts 3, Dying Light, The Elder Scrolls Online, and even the recently announced Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor for just not making the list. But with that said, here is my top 10 upcoming PS4 games. Ever since blowing us away at E3 2012 as the first real next-gen game, Watch Dogs has been building up hype all around the gaming industry. However, anticipation was reduced a bit with the delay to 2014. That doesn't change my expectation though, that it'll be a fantastic open world game with gameplay similar to other Ubisoft series like Far Cry and Assassin's Creed. And then the only question that remains is if the hacking gameplay is not just fun, but as innovative as was claimed. Finally making its debut to PlayStation with the last entry in the trilogy, The Witcher 3 will once again bring an amazing setting, graphics and gameplay. It's an RPG where you're not told all the time what and how to do something, but where you're left freely to explore and do whatever you want to do. With the promise of the world having been increased in size by 20 times, I can't wait for this final adventure. If you would ask any gamer which platform he sees the Metal Gear Solid franchise as synonymous with, the answer will always be PlayStation. Though the 5th core installment called The Phantom Pain will be going multi-platform, I'm sure it'll be a groundbreaking step from previous installments. MGS4 received complaints for offering too little gameplay, but I can guarantee you, now that The Phantom Pain is going to feature an open world, it's a given that you'll be blown away. Just when we thought Ubisoft wouldn't manage to repeat their surprise at last year's E3, they once again did it with The Division. America has gone to hell, food and resources are scarce, and it's up to you and your team to save New York. This is all done MMO style with many players on the same server, who will not just cooperate, but be forced to compete against each other to ultimately stay alive.
Oh shit, hold on, I think we got one more. Watch out, on the left, Yep.
Sony is keeping their cards close to their chest regarding exclusive games for PS4, but there's a few we know of that are already looking to become massive hits. One of those is The Order 1886 from Ready at Dawn, who stepped their game up from developing for handhelds to consoles. A third-person action game in a very interesting steampunk kind of setting. I absolutely can't wait to see more. Dragon Age was the series on PlayStation 3 that got me into RPGs. Not necessarily because of the gameplay, but it was the story that kept me enthralled the whole way through. Though I'm disappointed BioWare decided to drop the original title of Dragon Age 3, Inquisition looks amazing on the new hardware. The second Dragon Age left for many improvements to be desired, and I have a feeling that this might just be the best installment yet. PlayStation gamers have been missing out on Bungie games for quite a while now, so it's great to see them going multi-platform with our upcoming title, Destiny. Just like Halo, it's a first-person shooter that takes place in a sci-fi setting, with the big difference being that this time you're put in the same world with a massive amount of players. Complete quests, collect loot and go up together against all the monsters invading the world. Destiny won't just be a big title for this year, but a huge franchise for the coming decade. Both infamous games on PlayStation 3 never managed to sell big numbers, which was undeserving to say the least. Second Son will give that twist the series needed to hopefully finally make it happen this time. It uses as much of PS4's power as it can, while introducing a new and much more likable character in the form of Delsin. That and the wide variety of superpowers make Infamous Second Son an instant buy this March. I was about to give up hope, but 5 years after the original title, Mirror's Edge 2 was finally announced. What's looking to be a reboot for the series, it's the fun of that first-person parkour gameplay that no other game has managed to ever outdo for me. Finally, now that it's also confirmed to feature an open world, think of the possibilities like a more fleshed out story, improved combat system and an actual multiplayer mode where you race against your friends in real time, and Mirror's Edge 2 becomes a clear top of the list candidate for me. Though I could have easily put the new Mirror's Edge on number 1, there's no denying that one game deserves it more than anything. Not only did the franchise show what was technically possible, but it opened my eyes and for me changed gaming itself. That number 1 spot goes to one and can go to one game only, and that game is... Some chains can never be broken. When I first came in touch with the Uncharted franchise, it grabbed me and never let go. Uncharted 2 was a true masterpiece and can with right be called the best game of last generation, and the third entry was good, but then again disappointed many a little too. It is for that reason that the fourth Uncharted on PlayStation 4 excites me more than any game has ever done. A story that will center around an outrageous villain only in for revenge, graphics that will look insane on the PlayStation 4, and the locations that I can't wait for Naughty Dog to bring me to next. Whether it comes out in 2014 or the year after, I can assure you one thing, and that is that there's no doubt Uncharted 4 is my absolute most anticipated game for the coming time. Thanks a lot for watching my top 10 upcoming PS4 games. Please take in mind that this whole list only represented my personal opinion, so let me know in the comments which games would make it to your list. If you like this video, you may also be interested in my top 10 PS4 games or my top 25 PS3 games. The next generation has only just started, but with games like these, it can easily be said that in a year or two, we'll look at the PlayStation 4 in an entirely different way. Thanks a lot for watching.